introduce myself. My name is Valeria, and together with my colleagues Rodrigo, Johanna, and Yaret, we become their guides so that they take responsibility for the action they take in relation to COVID-19. But what is COVID-19? It is an infectious disease caused by the coronavirus and is transmitted mainly when an affected person coughs, sneezes, or exhales. We will start with my partner Johanna, who will be the one to explain the correct hand washing technique to us.
Next up, I am Johanna Morales, and I will explain the importance of washing our hands in front of coronavirus. Hands are gateway to the microorganisms. With our hands, we touch everything, becoming a transmission agent to the first order, especially if we take account that, unlike surface the objects, it is a hot and wet surface, with traces of sweat and peeling of the skin that act a magnet of against microorganisms. Even in places of harmless appearance, the surface of a mobile phone, for example, can harbor 30 times more bacteria than a toilet. Therefore, we must take a special take with our agents of our hands. Here's how best to do it. Let's do it together! Let's show how we should wash our hands and the points we will need to reverse it. The gloves will mimic my skin, and the paint will mimic the soap. This only for demonstration purpose, and so that they can notice more thoroughly which areas should encompass the soap. First, put the soap on one of our palms. Let's rub first palm to palm. Back with palm intertwined fingers. We do the same with the opposite hand. Spaces that don't see with paint mean they haven't been touched by soap. We rub the tip or fingers with the palm to the opposite hand. And repeat this with the other hand. Then we rub the back or fingers with the palm or opposite hand. Repeat with the other hand. And now all we have to do is around the thumb, the opposite hand, and rub it well. We do not the same thing of the other hand. Finally, we surround on our hands with the opposite hand and the rub to the wrist. We will repeat this step with the opposite hand. And that's how we can see that all our hands have been in contact with the soap and ensure proper hand washing. Thank you for joining me. See you.
Thank you very much for that information. To proceed, my partner Yaret will tell you the importance of healthy distance.
Hi, I'm Yaret. Next, I am going to explain what healthy distance is and why it is important. To begin with, correctly applying the healthy distance in the population can make an important change in society, because together with the use of mouth covers, it is one of the essential measures to reduce the frequency of contact between people and reduce the risk in the spread of COVID-19. We must try to stay away from one person or another. 1 or 2 meters is ideal. That way, we avoid running any risk of contagion. Healthy distance is our great savior. Why not comply with it?
Have we understand the importance of a healthy distance? Hopefully the answer is yes. Now and finally, my colleague Rodrigo is going to discuss some prevention measures against this virus.
Thanks, Valeria. Well, the virus that causes COVID-19 disease is spreading more and more. It is spread from person to person through respiratory droplets that are produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These droplets can reach the mouth, nose, or hands of people who are close or possibly enter the lungs when breathing. Measures to reduce the risk of getting sick are the following. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or you can use antibacterial gel with 60% of alcohol. Stay home. Avoid contact with sick people. Stay home if you require medical attention. If you have severe symptoms, call 911. Cover your nose and mouth when you cough or sneeze. Only wear a mask if you are sick and around other people or if you need to care for someone who is sick. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surface. Those will be some measures to avoid contagion of the virus and to be able to save. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rodrigo. Based on what he and all my colleagues explained to us, what can we say? It's easy to come to a conclusions. We must be responsible for what we do, how we do it, and when we do it. These are COVID times, complicated times for everyone. But if we don't do anything, who else will? Let's progress as humanity. Let's get rid that virus is not ruining valuable time in our lives.
Kids with the kids better.